Welcome to Target Unlocked. I-unlock ang katotohanan. Yes. Anong gagawin natin today? Ano to?
So today, i-unlock natin yung mga assumptions and opinion questions.
We're gonna open the Pandora's box.
Kauhay.
Yes.
Awesome. So totoo guys, yung sinabi ni Jasmine na hindi kompleto yung kuko ko.
Here's the evidence.
Hindi ako kompleto.
Ready na ba kayo?
Ready
kayo?
Ready. Name shoot. Pamighty
Work lang to.
Sis lang to, ano ba yan? Hindi ko naman to talaga close mo. lang. Actually, it's a process. Like, hindi siya totally agad na nag-click kami. It's just that,
Madaming pinagdaan.
through experience.
Through personally and
Pero actually,
Guys.
right now, we're like so much better.
I agree. We started as literal teens, like,
Yeah.
like
babies.
na magkakaiba.
and now we're like,
pinanggalingan.
and I think we've matured our mindset of when it comes to work, personal, and I agree, like, we are close, and that bond on stage. Also, we have that in real life.
Yeah.
But
Kasi you
again,
can
just like sisterhood.
Yeah.
Tsaka,
You can't really fake it, even on stage.
so kung ano yung nakikita yung closeness namin on stage, ganun kami. Ako sa isip. Ito ka.
Arte.
Doon siya rin. Yes.
Oo naman! Of course. Natanong ko naman, hindi namin pwede sabihin yun.
Oh, ba't namin sasabihin sa inyo? Sa isa't isa nga lang namin sinabi.
I just can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's more on... Yeah, I feel like it's also more on
Meron.
our take on things. Para opinion namin sa mga bagay na alam mo naman.
Na kami lang yung magkakaintindi.
Yes.
Yes, because we spend each day together, pretty much.
Mm.
So like, we don't want to share like negativity sa labas.
Yeah.
Just keep it internal since we
Yeah.
witness it.
Since kami na yung magkakasama lagi.
So that when we do go to our families or our friends, it's
Positive.
like light on.
Yeah, and hindi sila mag-worry. Hindi sila mag-worry sa amin. So I think, yeah.
Or worrisome.
Wala.
Walang kulang para sa amin. Actually, mas naging kompleto.
Yes,
Tama.
I agree. But it is difficult kasi pag malaki yung stage, syempre kailangan mas magaling tayo kumanta kasi we can't hide behind each other. There's three of us. We gotta fill the stage with our...
Tatlo lang tayong
Nagdi-distribute,
naghahati-hati sa lyrics. So, ibig sabihin more pagod yun kasi same length siya ng lahat ng song.
And dance, especially if we have no backup dancers, and also we can't get sick. There's no replacement, and we gotta show up for each other.
Yeah. At saka kasi, that's also the reason why we dropped the positions. Kasi we have to fill everything up
Yes.
for each other.
Exactly.
Ganto ka lang.
Yes,
Dito
yes.
ka lang.
Exactly.
Kailangan sa lahat ng aspect, lahat ng bagay.
Yes. Kaya once again, guys, walang positions on G2S2.
Yes.
So,
Yung mga nababasa yung articles or what na may positions na nakalagay, ididebak na rin natin yan. Wala na po
wala na po.
Because as we grew, then we wanna...
Yeah, and we're equally capable of
Yes.
everything.
We wanna grow without boundaries. Ganon.
Yes, totoo yan.
Parang dulo pa lang ng 2022, wala na eh.
Wala na talaga. Kasi, di ba nga, parang yung laban natin, tinatry natin i-prove, di ba?
Nalangat.
Yes. Sa pa-update ng Wikipedia. Tsara.
So, ay sa mga ano dyan,
punong iba dyan.
P-pop wiki, ano ba yung mga ganun-ganun?
Oo. Wala na eh. Tatlo na lang kami.
The position as CEO. Tsara. First of all, our footage and documentary quote-unquote was deleted.
Na-encrypt siya.
Oo, nawala siya.
Oo. So, di talaga namin
Makakita ko saan talaga mismo yun.
Oo, pero may mga konting clips na natago. Pero kasi we can't really complete the story without the other clips. Tama.
Tsaka para sa akin kasi, tawag dito, yes, isa yun sa mga naging part kung bakit kami naging ganito ngayon. Pero I think it's enough kung ano yung nakikita niyong closeness and bond namin ngayon. Like, since wala na yung past, might as well leave the past sa past.
And I think we're trying to just be genuine. It's something that we shouldn't have to prove. Maybe
Yeah.
could feel it.
Yeah, tsaka we may have struggles, hardships, ganyan. Pero kasi ayaw din naman namin na to share the negativity to the people. So we
Plus,
find
it's inspiring.
Yeah, inspiring siya in a way. Pero for us kasi, uy nga, walang clips. And we just want to focus on the positive and to show up for people.
True.
So, and may mga videos naman na, ano eh.
And ayun nga, if ever nga na i-share natin yung mga, yung mga downfalls or mga hirap natin before, i-share natin siya not because nagrereklamo tayo, but because
Na-inspire
kailangan natin
tayo.
inspire.
Oo.
We need to inspire other people with our experience. Pero ayun nga, nawala.
And I'm more proud of who we are today and where we are today.
Yeah.
Because of the things that were deleted.
Depende. Ano siya eh, by situational eh.
Situation Kasi,
Yeah.
Yeah. We have different approaches than
Yeah, but iba kami ng approach. Parang, kumbaga, mas dahil nga sa mga nangyari na at yung mga napagdaanan namin, mas alam na namin ngayon kung paano mag-approach kasi, okay, pwedeng harsh magsalita kaya ako harsh magsalita, pero mas na-navigate na siya kasi alam mo na kung paano siya iti-take kasi hindi naman kasi talaga pwede na parang
saka mas alam
lahat
mo
ng tao ganun ka mag-approach.
namin or nung isa't isa kung paano sabihin, kung alam namin na stressed or paano i-handle.
So, for example, if a member na parang gusto niya ng space, we give that. Kasi di naman talaga tayo pare-pares ng, okay, for example, confrontational tong member na to ngayon. Yung isa, kailangan niya muna huminga. Dapat, magrespetuhan kung paano natin i-approach yung...
read the room. And
Yes.
because of our years together, we kind of know how to read.
At may mga times na hindi na kailangan i-address yung mga bagay na ang
Sometimes
petty.
using peace.
Oh.
Yeah. But if it's really, a serious concern, syempre,
Kailangan mo
up po.
Selos?
I think no. Not that we know of each other.
No.
No, because
We're proud kasi yung isa mong ka-group, may nangyayaring ganito niya.
Yeah.
Na, in a way, it's also gonna help the group. It's also gonna help your group.
and we felt it like when we've had like a little solo endeavor or something, like we've felt proud of each other.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
for example, yung mga
Support each
magazine
other.
covers, yung
Yeah.
mga ganun.
Yeah.
We share it. Kasi panalo ng isa, panalo talaga ng lahat eh.
True.
And
Honestly, pa rin yan.
kunyari, yung sa MV natin, honestly, ang nagsasalita lang naman kami, kunyari, pag part mo yung kumakanta, napalaman na ikaw yung
Yes.
kumakanta.
Para sa that.
Namin sa screen time ko.
That's true.
Pero, it's just to show lang na it's your part na kumakanta. Tapos the rest, okay na. Kung napakita ka na, okay na.
At the end of the day, we're proud of each other and ourselves
Yes.
because we put equal effort in the group, each member. So, yung sinasabi ni Fea. Oh, yeah.
Oh, naman! Oh my God! To the point na...
Gina G to block and like fight.
Yes, to the point na binlock talaga ako dahil kinonfront ko. Yes. Kasi, oh my God, like, come on. Don't do that to my friend.
Binlock ka?
Binlock ako, girl. Kasi like, come on. Nasinaktan mo yung kaibigan ko. Syempre, come on. Kinonfront. Saka hindi naman in a rude way. It was actually a very, very nice approach and a mature way of approach.
It's just being true.
Yeah, I'm just being true. So, ayun, ang aftermath, binlock ako.
That's so funny.
It's funny.
I'm so Gina G to like confront like, what you doing, man? Well, Belle, I'm ready to like, you be seeing me like up in your face, like, what's your problem? But yeah, only for them. Like, I don't waste my energy for a lot of things.
Totoo yan.
You'll just see me in a corner, but like if someone's in their corner,
Ano to, one for all for one.
Sagot kita.
Si Peo, pag nagano pa naman to, yung full-on taray mode niya, oh my God, talaga.
Pag yung full on ko, wag na yan. Hindi naman ako proud sa mataray mode ko. Pero
Pero pag may rason, may dahilan. Nasa
May
lugar.
dahilan. Oo. Kaya, kuha ka sa titig.
Ay, dapat tanggap yung work na to kasi this is a very demanding work.
Yes.
Time is yung talagang pinaka-importante sa work na to. So, dapat alam niya yun, gets niya yun, at naiintindihan niya yun.
Naintindihan
Yeah.
at supportive.
Tapos dapat yung since kulang nga kami sa time, ganyan. Hindi siya yung type ng may mga type kasi ng guys na kunyari 20 minutes lang kita makikita. Parang nasasayangan sila sa ipupunta pa nila sa kung saang lugar kaman ng 20 minutes lang makikita. May ibang lalaki rin na masaya na and gets nila kung bakit 20 minutes lang yung
Yes.
mabibigay.
Na-appreciate nila yung 20 minutes
Parang-
na yun. Tsaka
Ganun
dapat gets na parang 20 minutes na yun, imbes na ipahinga mo, di ba parang
Nagbigay ka rin ng effort.
effort. So,
Yes. So,
Yeah.
yun. Tas, actually, respeto rin sa, not only dun sa kung sino mga ka-member yung nililigawan, but also,
Other
Yung-
members.
hindi lang other members, but nakapaligid dun sa other member.
The whole team.
Yes, the whole team, the family.
yes, that nililigawan lahat.
Yes.
True.
I don't think naman kasi I may be outspoken on certain social issues pero kasi may boundary siya na we have a platform eh. At saka for hindi naman ako para magsasalita without
Thinking about it.
thinking about it. No, without
the platform
proper
that was given to us din.
Yeah, this platform is both scary talaga siya in all aspects,
Yep.
yes. But I have to also be mindful of all the things that ilalabas ko, sasabihin ko. Kaya malaking tulong din na,
The time naman,
yeah,
alam nating
yes,
yun yung tama.
yes. And I do research. I always ask if, bago ko mag-create ng opinion, I always see all this, all the possible sides and ano ba yung mga opinion ng iba. So, and curate it.
And everyone is obligated to their own opinions. So I think that's important to keep in mind.
Yeah, and if ever man, ako ko na yun. And ako yun. I don't want down or anything. I don't want any negativity about it. So, yeah. Platform to ganun talaga eh. It's part of the job.
And if ever man na may maling sabihin or what, willing naman makinig.
Yes. Yes. Dapat, talagang, open tayo it's like open conversation na hindi sa lahat ng bagay, tama yung opinion o tama yung kasabihin. Kaya okay, dapat importante rin na open yung mind natin sa pakikinig sa ibang tao. Ganun din. Both. Like, parang, if, kung ano mong spectrum doon, parang, the community is so warm, welcoming, creative, amazing. And to be part of the community, yun yung package nun eh. Pero I hope people na wag nila i-assume yung sexuality.
Let someone,
Yes, let someone at their own pacing, at their own timing, nila yan sasabihin. So I hope people don't assume
ever na gano'n.
and don't force
Your
People.
perspective.
yes sa certain identity and yeah.
Minsan natatawa ako kasi yung iba, syempre gagamitan nila yan for pa-cute-cute ganyan. Pero yung iba, parang naghahanap sila ng childhood photos para, eto, lagi yan nasa top search, Althea before and after. Guys, at makikita nyo nag-iba yung ngipin ko At saka yung ilong ko, kung titingnan nyo sila mama, mas matangos sila sa akin. So, yung iba kasi ganun yung reason nung pag-search. Which is makikita nila. Ang ngipin ko before na ganun, ako pa yung magbibigay sa inyo ng photo. Pero,
Tsaka anong purpose nila? Like, anong
purpose?
mapapala mo? Pag nakita mo yung mga childhood photos.
so what kung naging bata ako at dugyot?
Grabe naman yung
Dugyot talaga ako, bata ako.
Nah, you were cute.
Ano yan? Search yung nga to. Charot.
Ayan. Love you guys.
In terms of safety, yeah, I feel safe. Di naman, I don't think I had an identity crisis. Speaking on behalf of myself, but I definitely recognized change, but in a positive way. I'm definitely a different person than when I started G22. And outside of G22, I'm kind of different also. But I like who I am both. I do a lot of personal, what do you call that?
Yoga.
Yoga.
Personal.
A lot of personal, like insight, and I check on myself. And I don't think I just recognize that I'm different and there's growth, and I like that. What about you guys?
Hindi siya identity crisis eh. More on, ayun nga, nakikita ko lang din na nagbabago. Since tumatanda tayo, guys, nag-start kami bata. So, dun pa lang parang akala mo ito ka ng tao, pero once you grow, may iba pa palang para sa'yo na path or bagay. So, more on, as you grow old, nagbabago lang. And, nakaka-affect din yung surroundings and nangyayari sa'yo personally sa kung anong gusto mong i-project sa ibang tao. So, ayun, it's not identity crisis for me.
For me naman, para siyang identity crisis in a way na self-discovery. Kasi parang ang dami kong personality in terms of kung sino yung mga kasama ko. For example, iba ako sa bahay, iba ako sa pag G22. So, minsan di mo alam kung paano ka kikilos. Pero in a way, parang mas ngayon nagigets ko na kasi ganun nga yung mature. You sometimes feel like, okay, ngayon, iba yung feeling ko. Bukas, iba din yung feeling ko. Parang, along the way, self-discovery din talaga siya.
I mean, you're not meant to feel stagnant your whole life. I think that's what makes it life. Growth, ups and downs.
Yes.
That's what.
And I think what make it more exciting.
And the only thing that's constant in this life is change.
One ripple makes a wave.
Yes! Ano yun? What under pressure? Yes, by AJ.
Oo, bunot kasi ako palagi ng palaging ano yun, tawag doon? Misinterpret, nami-misconstrue.
Misunderstood.
Oo, na parang,
Misunderstood.
lahat ng miss. And,
Missy baby.
I think because of the way I speak or the way I approach things, lalo na pag seryoso ako, and, yeah, bunot talaga ako, hindi ko alam. So, I think yung sagot doon ay, ang aking kasagutan ay, opo, ate. So, and I'm not gonna change anything about it. Though, I'm gonna, in a way na alamin ko din yung kung bakit ganon. Pero, that's me I approach it in that way. So, as a Leo, charot. Yeah, and I have the girls with me. I know, alam nila yung totoo sa hindi. Alam nila kung paano ako mag-isip, paano nila, yeah, and they tell me if hindi talaga. I actually ask them na parang, may nasabi ba akong mali? Especially, kunyari, may na-misinterpret na article or mga nasabi ko na quote. I ask them, may nasabi ba akong mali? Kasi para sa akin, parang wala naman.
Minsan kasi take siya ng out of context.
Yes, bunot talaga ako palagi ng ganyan. And tinatanong ko sila, kasi ayoko din naman maging sarado na, wala akong sinabi, ay, di lang
Walang mali.
sinabi. Oo, walang mali, walang sinabi. I asked them, kayo ba, may sinabi ba akong mali? And ina-assure nila ako na, no, wala naman. Sobrang direct nung sinabi mo. Nothing more, nothing less. So, yeah.
You know, man, I feel like everyone's fighting for their
Everyone's
spot.
having
But
their spot. Tas parang, it's not a good thing kasi na iisipin mo na dapat priority ka. When in fact,
yes.
you have to work for something na dapat ka magkaroon. Pag sinabi mo kasing priority, parang
Favorite.
you're gonna have the easy pass. Favorite ka.
And this
No.
this industry is a relationship with the viewers, the fans, and just like any other relationship, it takes effort, and everyone is putting effort. And I also believe that there's space for everyone at the top. There's not like this number one spot, number one priority.
Yeah.
So I don't believe so.
And also, I think everyone has their own time, their own pacing, their own time. Kaya talagang walang priority, but more on
Sarili-sarili tayong
it's
laban.
not a competition.
Absolutely.
But
It's a revelation. I was gonna say it's a revelation. It's a revolution.
Yeah, sarili-sarili tayong laban sa buhay.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Oh my
Yes, pero di na natin nila.
Yeah, we're not gonna say which one,
Oo. Pero meron.
Meron.
which one or which ones. Shut it.
Meron.
Ah, yes. Meron.
Meron.
For me,
Meron. Pero kasi, joke. Joke lang.
Ay, sorry.
well.
Concept niya.
Oh, ayun ko rin.
okay.
Oo.
Gets. So we all have our own.
Naman. Of course.
Kasi din tayo, napapagod.
Tsaka sinasabi din namin yan na parang ang pagiging alpha energy, hindi lang siya nakukuha sa pagiging matapang,
Pagiging
malakas. It also comes from being, ikaw yung pinakamahina na feeling
ini-embrace mo yung
embrace mo yung kahinaan,
ganong kainaan mo.
weaknesses mo. Kasi doon
Pero,
ka malakas eh.
hindi ka magsistay dun.
Yes.
You'll learn how to get up pa rin and move forward. But still, it's normal nga na fall down and be sad and
That's
Okay
true.
to not be okay.
And it's not being ingenuine to save your best and your energy for the performance or the fans because we really want to give our best output for them. So when we are by ourselves, we really take time to
Heal.
heal, to analyze ourselves. But when we are in front of the people we love, our fans, we give everything we have.
the fans. Hindi.
Absolutely not.
Kasi, nung first time pa lang na nabuo kami, actually, hindi pa kami, ilan pa kami, madami pa tayo. Yun na talaga yung lumalabas sa aming lahat, lalo na sa aming tatlo.
And
Yes.
we've said this multiple times sa interview na it just naturally came out.
Absolutely.
So, yung kung ano kami as a person, kung ano yung pinaglalaban namin, yung advokasya namin, kung ano yung, totoo yun, from its depth.
And the songs that are being released and the concepts that we have input in, we're just being genuine to ourselves and who we are at the moment or in the past, whatever the narrative is. Just being genuine, and like AJ said, that's the output.
Hindi naman po, because it's also a way of supporting us and lahat ng klase ng pagsuporta sa amin, except sa mga very negative.
Toxic. Yun
Yung mga, yun lang di namin tinatanggap. Sana, mabago natin yun. Pero, yung mga, just genuinely, they're also for us. Lahat ng ways. Tanggap namin, mahal namin, and hindi namin siya, it didn't take us negative.
Kung extension man yan o hindi, so pag sumusuporta ka ng musika, ng kahit anumang P-pop, tama yung ginagawa.
Yeah.
As long as wala kang binibring down, wala kang kino-compare, and you're just there to genuinely support the community, mahal ka namin.
Exactly.
And we appreciate it so much. Siyempre, ayaw namin yun. Kasi, lagi nga namin sinasabi na gusto lang namin maghatakan pataas, tas magkakaroon pala ng gagamitin kami para manghatak ng iba pababa. So, Ang ano ko lang doon, sana mabago yung mindset ng ibang ganun.
It kind of contradicts to what
Advocacy.
our advocacy.
Yeah.
So parang, are you really supporting?
Yes, if you really are a fan of G22, you would know, tatawid sa'yo yung mensahe. Tatawid sa'yo kung ano yung pinaglalaban. Kasama ka sa advokasya na yon. So if ever man na ganun klaseng fan ka, I don't think na
You're
call yourself
a fan.
Yeah.
And I believe na if ever man may fan kayo na isang fandom, I don't think ganun din yung mga pinapahiwatig nila sa fans.
Yes. Lahat naman ng
Yes, I believe
Ma-apply siya sa lahat.
Yes, all the artists, lahat na nakikilala naming artists, especially sa P-pop industry, ang liit pa na community natin, all of them,
growing pa lang eh.
yes, all of them, they want everyone to,
Sorry.
If our voices have influence on you, we would prefer that you prioritize supporting one another and loving one another rather than, dragging other people down. Let's just absorb each other's positivity, and we're all here for the same thing naman. Patas ng OPM
Yes.
and yung mga dreams namin.
yes.
Yung sinabi namin kanina na parang ginagamit nyo kami para man-drag down ng iba. When in fact, sinasabi nga namin na being a female alpha is in all forms. Pabebe ka man, cute, or soft, feminine.
Yes.
Pabebe rin kami Hindi nyo lang nakikita.
Excuse me, one-sided love.
Yes, and if you say you support women, then you should support all sides
All women.
and all different types of women.
Pag sinasabi kasi nila na
Lalo na kung
parang, parang sabi na, you're not like the other girls. Oh no, we want to be like the other girls because other girls are
Yes.
powerful. Other girls are,
it's an honor to
yes.
be like the other girl.
We're a unit and we're indestructible together.
Yes.
Well, naniniwala kasi kami the right listeners will come. Parang ganun ba? Kasi ayaw naman namin na just because na yun, may uso or may trend, mag-drift away kami sa kung sino kami
Yes.
just because of the numbers. Oh, and
Yes.
it's not numbers.
Pero at the same time,
Mm-mm.
ayun nga, yung pagiging female alpha, it's not only about strong songs, puro palaban na songs, puro malalakas. Meron din kaming mga songs na embracing one's vulnerability, like babalik, or yung peaceful, like musika. And makikita niyo sa album yun.
Yes.
Tsaka we may have like this front na
And ayun nga, makikita niyo rin, before kasi hindi kami masyadong nagkaroon ng chance na mas maipakita pa yun kasi konti pa nga lang yung mga nare-release naming songs and all. Pero sana mapakita namin ngayon dito sa album na i-release namin, mas maintindihan na
kalawakan.
hindi lang yun yung pagiging female alpha.
Yeah, at first when we heard those things na we're unapproachable, we're
Too high up there.
yes, it's kind of sad because that's not our goal whatsoever. We're just being ourselves. But eventually we came to a point na we realized we just continue doing this because it would be ingenuine kung mababago kami for that. And I believe what AJ said na the right audience will find us, especially if we just keep being ourselves and
True to our music.
exactly.
Next, actually.
Exactly. At saka, yun lang yung front natin ngayon. Yung talagang powerful songs, noise music. Yun lang yung front namin. Pero if you really try to get to know the deeper side of G22, malalaman mo ang lawak ng discography natin. Especially sa album nga.
Opo. Our message also goes deeper than our music.
Yes.
Well, hindi ko naman
Hindi naman. I think
Hindi ko siya
they're interested in our music, but they're happy to see interactions with others, especially if there's a crossover in fandoms. I think it's natural.
Yeah,
Like with any industry.
Lalo na nakaka-excite yun na parang yung mga face mo magkakasama. So,
yeah. Tsaka gets ko yun. Kasi fan ako eh. So, gets ko yung interaction na pag nagkikita yung mga dalawa kong idol. Parang, so gets.
Lalo na kung like they're genuine friends or like we're genuinely friends with other artists and then natutuwa yung mga supporters. It's also a great feeling like, oh, they support this friendship and we have the same goal. it's a great feeling as well that we're making people happy.
Well, kasi kung if we, everything is all about perspective. Everything, all your mindset, it's all about perspective. As for us, we don't want to look at it negatively.
In a negative way.
We want to look at it in a positive way na this group is so strong.
Yes,
Ang
very good.
mabalakpak sa and
Yes.
be a counterpart. It's an honor to be
Yes,
on.
lalo na kung yung kino-compare sa'yo is someone na nilulook up mo din.
Yes, that's,
Like, it's an honor.
it's an honor.
And also, it will come down rin sa kung ano ba yung purpose, kung bakit nila sinabi yun. Kasi, syempre, nakakabasa naman po kami. Minsan may mga ina-address, sinasagot na kami. Pero, kung sinasabi yan just to drag down nga other people, hindi yun maganda. But if you're telling that to us, kasi you genuinely see your faves sa amin, we're very thankful.
Thankful. Kasi in a way, parang, ay, magaling din pala tayo. Ako, I speak up. I think spoken too much already.
Between like our fandom and another fandom.
Yes.
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 It depends on what it is. If it's
Story,
we need-
commented multiple times.
yeah, especially if our fandom is a part of this, as the influence of them and as public figures, it's important to kind of divert into a positive light
Yes.
or try to find a middle grounding at least. Because at the same, so it's kind of like a family.
Yeah. Kayo, kape, parang kayo yung mama, papa.
Yeah, you are.
Hi, mga anak.
Yeah. Tsaka in a way, especially, ako in-address ko, especially pag kunyari, alam ko yung fan na to, ay matagal na kami sinusuportahan at talagang active, kunyari ganyan. Tapos may opinion siya na medyo, it will start a fire. I would immediately, parang, I don't think that's all right. Kasi we can address it naman in a
Respectful,
respectful,
and loving way.
loving way na,
Hindi mo kailangan
yes.
mag-away.
Like, calling out in a way na you're calling them out with love.
Yep.
Yun.
SB19 style.
Bini Maloy.
Alamat mo.
Merong bagong kakadebut lang ng group, si Rive and Drusu. Kasi, very hands-on siya sa craft nila.
Mas 19 Pablo.
Alamat Jawi.
Mas lagay niyo lahat ng pictures sila. It doesn't.
Oh, it gives us extra room to prove to you who we are and to show you what we've got.
Yes. Parang, in a way, nagpapakilala kami.
Oo. Kaya sobrang saya namin. Sobrang extra effort talaga kami every time kaya namin bagong audience, casual.
New stage,
Oh.
especially like new place, like new country or something. It's super exciting.
It drives us.
Kahit nakilala kami, nagpapakilala pa rin kami.
Yep.
So,
Per word.
hindi namin kino-consider din na sobrang tagal na ng group namin. Kino-consider namin na parang
Bago ba kami?
bago
1
kami.
year pa lang.
1 year pa lang. Kasi, honestly, nag-debut kami.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
pretty much.
brand and
Debut, rebrand. So, pretty much.
still babies. Rookies.
Well,
It drives us pa rin.
oh.
In a way na
In
parang,
a way na mas gusto naming mas galingan, mas i-prove na kaya namin tumatak sa mga tao. And lahat kasi ng tao may sarili-sariling taste eh. So, hindi lahat masasatisfy mo. So,
yeah, it drives
Yes.
us.
And we go into this industry knowing that we won't get everyone's validation, everyone's approval, and that's okay. That's not what drives us at the end of the day na
kailangan natin makuha yung validation ng lahat.
lahat,
no?
Yes.
Powers
But the people na we do reach,
Yeah.
Mas kinakapitan namin yun.
Totoo. Actually, may encounter kami nung isang araw na parang sabi niya, because dahil sa inyo, napanood ko kayo sa Wish Bus, tapos dahil sa inyo lumaban ako kasi naging mas palaban ako. Yung radio DJ joke. So, mga ganung bagay, mas nadadrive kami.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, imagine nyo sa age naming ganto, ang mature ng mga kasama ko.
Hi.
Charing.
I think with or without like the milestones that we plan to achieve, we have grown so much. We've learned so much, had so much life experiences and growth that no matter what happens, I'm so proud of who we've become.
Yes.
Yeah.
And success is subjective. You can never really say a person is successful based on the external factors. Kasi maraming, para sa kanya, what if hindi pala yun yung success sa kanya? So for us, G22 is a success itself because of the story and the experiences and the whole journey na din pinagdaanan ni G22.
Knowing that we've influenced at least one person for the right thing is already like a success for us.
Yes, and also, yung tumagal pa lang kami ng ganito na kahit anong nangyari sa amin, nandito pa rin kami. Success na yun.
Success.
Ayoko talaga yung mindset na porket nakikita yung ganto ng ganyan ng babae, it's gonna give them paano ba to? Alakas ng loob para mambastos ng someone. Cause kahit na anong suot or damit or ginagawa ng babae, it doesn't give you the right
Yes, her body.
to judge and make bastos.
Or even his body, if it's a guy or a girl or anyone, like they have the freedom and the right to dress how they like, and I think we should respect all. And
Yes. At hindi nasusukat sa iyong kasuotan ang level ng respeto sa isang tao.
Yes.
Dapat ang respeto ay binibigay natin sa lahat ng tao.
tama.
Despite kung ano mang suot nila, kung ano man ang katauhan nila, anong trabaho nila. So, hindi, kung ganun man, parang di bastusin. Ang bastusin na perspective ay galing sa opinion,
Galing yan sa utak mo.
sa utak mo.
So thank you for all the people who appreciate and
Yes.
are respectful towards us.
Yes.
Para in a way, kasi double standard siya, na parang pag kunyari ang lalaki ay nagpapasexy, ganon.
Happy sila.
Happy sila, like, pinagpipiestahan. Pero pag ang babae ay bastos, ang dami ng, let's say the word, the P word. Diba? Ganon na
I
agad.
think it's definitely a subject we want to evolve, and other artists, including us, are kind of slowly making a ripple
Yes.
in this subject. And we hope that in the future, moving forward, that this double standard and this message will kind of be straightened out and evolved from where it currently is. But yeah, where it currently is, full stop.
Tsaka,
Yes.
tsaka sabihin na natin na sige, hindi lahat. Pero karamihan ay babae yung nakakaranas nun. So, isa yun sa mga pinaglalaban pa rin natin hanggang ngayon. Hindi naman natin gustong angatan ang kalalakihan, pero gusto lang natin ng
Pantay-pantay na pagtingin at pagtrato.
Yes, and to all the women and to all the men there listening, what you wear does not give right to people to define who you are. You define who you are.
Sa akin, feeling ko, ang pinaka nakukuha rin kasi namin sa ibang tao is yung moniker talaga namin. And ganun talaga kami. Which is yung pagiging female alpha or pag-angat sa kababaihan.
Yeah. And I think as well, if we were to end tomorrow and people were to look at G22 and the things that we did, and with the audience that we had, whether you deem it as small or large, that these girls started at a young age, tried their best to penetrate the Philippine market and tried our best to the whole music market. It's scary. We made sacrifices, but we tried our best. Along with our advocacy and message, hindi lang music, we tried to expand our artistry and to learn and to keep growing, and we never gave up when things got hard. And I think that's the legacy and the message that we want to push through no matter where we end up, that you can do it too.
Yeah. And for me, pag bukas ay wala na ang G22, in a way disband, sana makita nila kami na dahil sa amin ay sila'y tumindig sa tama at lumaban para sa rights ng kababaihan at hindi lang kababaihan but also the LGBTQ community, the minorities. So, syempre, thank you so much sa mga bullets na sumusuporta sa amin. Hopefully naman, katok sa
Message mo
kahoy.
naman, parang pa-end na talaga yung...
Ay, bayan na ba talaga?
We're still here.
It has to do.
Hindi, I mean, yung message mo para mag-end.
We're still here tomorrow, guys.
G22. Nagtathank you na si Bakla. Boy.
Hindi.
Message agad.
Uy,
Ay, hindi.
prayers.
Ano ba ako?
Nagtathank you ka sa bullets.
Hindi kaya sabi ko, kaya katok sa kahoy na hindi man mangyari yon. Kaya ito, katok tayo sa kahoy na hindi mangyari na mag-end tayo bukas. At yun nga, maraming salamat sa bullets namin. Hindi po bukas ang end namin.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this one. Sa susunod po.
Sana nakita niyo kung ano mas lalo yung mga naiisip namin and yung mga nakikita na namin kayo.
Sana may napulot po kayong aral.
Yes.
Marami pang iba. Thank you!
Maraming salamat!